Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, New Japan marks, and people all across the world, welcome yet again to another wonderful rendition of J News Japan. I am your good brother, J News, reporting to you on July 2nd, 2020, talking to you about Night 7 of the New Japan Cup quarterfinal night. I'd have to say that I still go with my comments from yesterday. Night 6 has still been my favorite night, the highlight night of the tournament so far. Night 7 was no slouch, but there are some things I will be mentioning throughout the review. But let's get to it, y'all. Match number 1 of the quarterfinals. We had member from Chaos, Tomohiro Ishii, the Stone Pitbull, up against member from Los Ingobernables de Japón, Hiromu Takahashi. This match went first and it lasted about 20 minutes, which is usually not the case when it comes to the first match of the night. But I knew something was up here just to the fact of one of the matches. I thought the tag team match was going to get cut short. But it was another match that got cut short during the night. Well thought out match. A lot of no selling from Tomohiro Ishii in this match. From Hiromu Takahashi, it just seemed like Takahashi didn't have anything for Ishii. At the end of it, Ishii hit him with everything that he possibly could, and Hiromu still didn't stay down. Takahashi got the win by hitting Time Bomb number 2, and Hiromu Takahashi goes on to the semifinals tomorrow night, July 3rd, live and free on NewJapanWorld.com, y'all. So check that out. That is match number 1. Match number 2 lasted all of 2 minutes, y'all. 2 minutes. Yesterday I mentioned that Evil won his second round match in a way that I did not like. I just felt like Evil was too good for him to get a cheap win with a dirty low blow, in order for him to just advance to the quarterfinals. What I didn't know was obviously, well, not obviously, but I don't necessarily understand Japanese that very well. I go off of the feel of the commentators and body language and like context clues when it comes to promos. I didn't get the feel from Evil that this was yesterday's win was like the setup of him tapping in to his more evil side, which is what happened here in match 2. Match 2 was Evil of Los Ingobernables de Japón versus Yoshihashi of Chaos. Straight out, Evil won this match. Evil won this match on referee stoppage. As soon as the match began, Evil attacked Yoshihashi with a chair, 2 chairs as a matter of fact. One chair actually went onto the knee. He put the open folded part with the seat onto the knee, and he took another chair and basically blasted that chair onto the other chair, which Yoshihashi's knee was in between of. Took out Yoshihashi's knee right away, and then to make matters worse, after he was doing that, he just kept attacking the knee for that next couple of seconds afterwards. Yoshihashi had no offense in this match at all for that 2-minute period, and then subsequently Evil put him in a Scorpion Deathlock, and he did not let go. Yoshihashi did not tap out, but he didn't quit, but the referee didn't see how Yoshihashi can get out of this maneuver. He was just too hurt, so the referee called the match. Evil goes on to the semifinals. That was match number 2. Match number 3 was the tag match of the night. It was a 6-man tag. Members of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and the champ himself, Tetsuya Naito, went up against members from the Chaos faction, Hiroki Goto, Sho, and Young Lion, Yuya Uemura. This match lasted about 10 minutes or so. The only thing that I can say that I grabbed out of this match were two things. And I found them rather, one of them I found rather interesting. The other one was more or less a continuation of their first round match. Shingo Takagi and Sho continued to go head to head and expand and continue this newfound rivalry they have between the two. Tetsuya Naito during his entrance, came to the ring and he just started messing around with the young lion Yuya Uemura, grabbing his feet and like staring him down and stuff like that, or whatever the case is. He wanted Yuya Uemura to start the match and stuff. Tetsuya Naito referenced in an interview yesterday, post show, that he wanted more reps. He wanted more competition going into the final of the New Japan Cup and the Dominion show. I'm not sure. Obviously, it'll be something out of the ordinary, but I'm not sure if they would give Yuya Uemura a non-title match against Tetsuya Naito just so Naito can get some reps in. But it seems that they were trying to create some sort of tension between Yuya Uemura and Tetsuya Naito in that match. Goto didn't really have much here in this match. Him and Takagi didn't really go at it like I figured they would. Bushi was a non-factor as well in this match until the end, where Bushi actually got the win with his spinning codebreaker on Yuya Uemura. That much I can say happened in this match, and that's the story there. Match number 4. All right, so this is where it gets a little complicated for me, right? Match number 4, the components of match number 4. We have former IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada of Chaos faction versus Bullet Club member Taiji Ishimori, right? At no point did I ever believe that Kazuchika Okada was going to lose this match. Not from our New Japan Cup preview, not from any sort of angle anywhere that I believe Taiji Ishimori had a chance to win this match, and he didn't. Okada won this match. This match was about 17 minutes long. You saw Ishimori put up some offense in this match, but by majority, Okada was in control of this match the whole entire time, which is where I draw my confusion, right? Because once you get along and further into a tournament, the matches are supposed to get harder. Your opponents are supposed to be more steadfast and harder for you to beat. I'm not saying it was a walk in the park for Kazuchika Okada at all, but at the end of the day, at any point during the match did I believe he was going to lose? No. And that's the part that kind of threw me about that match, and I felt like it went too long anyways. So, whatever, it's booking. Blame Gato for that, I guess. And that's what happened there on match 4. Now match 5. Sanada, my pick. SP3's pick. The true heel heat pick to win the New Japan Cup. Went up against Taichi, my sleeper, right? The sleeper, as I called him. This match went about 23 minutes long. It was a grind. This match was a lot of back and forth. Not as many reversals as we saw in the match in Sanada's second round match with Sho. I think that the match that he had with Sho last night was actually a better match than this match. The only thing is that they used more storytelling elements in this match than actual wrestling maneuvers and holds in order to put this match together. The story element of this match, obviously, Taichi trying to do any and everything in order to advance in this tournament. He came out with no one. He didn't come out with anybody during his match. He did his regular intro, lip sync into his microphone or whatever have you. Sonata came out by himself. If you guys been paying attention, all members of Los Ingobernables de Japón have been coming out by themselves during their tournament matches. Taichi, laid it in thick. He got his hits in. He got his signature moves in here and there. The storytelling appeal came into play when Yoshinobu Kanemaru came down to the ring. I think it was like 3/4 of the way that the match was done. Kanemaru came down into the ring to distract the referee, and I figured at this point, I was like, come on guys, you can't give me a screwball finish to get Sonata out of the tournament. Like, it's one thing to that would have been disappointing, but that's not what happened, right? Kanemaru, he interfered twice. He distracted the referee twice. I thought Red Shoes went down at one point on a ref bump, but he didn't. He was just down because Kanemaru took him down physically, but it wasn't a real ref bump per se. And Taichi hit Sonata with a low blow, as he did last night to win his match. But it didn't work. Sonata did what he went to do. He kicked out of whatever pinning predicament was applied to him at that point after the low blow. Taichi did put on a submission. At that point, after Taichi put on the submission, and Sonata wasn't responding, I said to myself, damn, here's the real chance. Here's where it's Kanemaru's existence or distraction for the ref didn't matter. Taichi's gonna win, might get the win here anyways. Sonata faked it. Sonata didn't necessarily respond. Red Shoes was kind of befuddled that Sonata didn't respond, and then all of a sudden, Taichi's attention just lapsed for one moment, and Sonata quickly got out of the submission hold, went to the ropes, and broke the submission. It was something that I hadn't seen in a match in quite some time, where the guy who was in the submission faked out the other wrestler in order to just break the hold, and that was cool to see. That was something that was cool. Also part of the storytelling element there. But at the end of it all, Sonata, after the low blow, even after the attempted submission, was able to get the upper hand as Kanemaru's second distraction didn't work. Sonata was able to get Taichi to bump into Kanemaru, who was up on the apron, rolled him back over, hit him with the O'Connor bridge. Strong neck for Sonata. 1, 2, 3. Sonata goes on to the semifinals. I was, as a wrestling fan, I still treat this. From time to time, I still treat this stuff like a kid. I was hella excited. I was here in my room on the freaking screen, like cheering, like fuck yeah, Sonata won. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, obviously he's my pick, and then secondly, it's like, dude, it's about time that he does something of worth, of merit, outside of being a tag champ, and he needs to go on a serious singles run. And this, I think that this New Japan Cup run is what he needs and what's necessary. Now, to end this, I want to wrap this up with a bow, right? Because tomorrow, July 3rd, 2020, are the semifinals. We have on one side Kazuchika Okada versus Hiromu Takahashi, right? And then on the other side, we have Sanada versus his tag team partner and longtime friend, Evil, right? After Sonata won his match, he got on the microphone, something Sonata doesn't do very often. He doesn't cut promos, and from the feel of it, right? Because I don't understand the language, but from the feel of it, the context clues and the body language, basically Sonata said at one point, what I did make out was Ichiban, which means number one or the main guy or whatever the case is. I guess Sonata wants to be the main guy. I guess Sonata wants to be number one. He wants to win this New Japan Cup. And he told Evil in English, see you tomorrow night. So, Evil, Sonata, that's going to be explosive. That might lead to some sort of LIJ breakdown. I hope not, but hey, you never know, especially with Evil taking the more evil turn. And then Okada versus Hiromu, I can't call that necessarily right now, even though I did pick Okada and Sonata for the final. Just the story being told of Hiromu wanting that shot at Naito for those belts. We don't know how this is going to pan out, but it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. So tomorrow night, semifinals, July 3rd, free to watch on NewJapanWorld.com. Get ready for it, folks. That's a setup. I want to mention one last thing. I haven't mentioned at all throughout the New Japan Cup tournament. There's been this vignette that's been showed of a new wrestler or a wrestler that's coming to New Japan Pro Wrestling. And it always says, coming soon, Way of the Grand Master. I can't even tell you who it is. The figure of the person in the vignette and even the face obviously is blurred. So you really can't tell, but I'm not sure if this person's going to debut during the finals, Dominion, anytime soon. But coming soon usually means that whoever this new wrestler is going to have, a pretty, not high profile, but he's going to have a certain profile, especially if if these vignettes have been shown during the New Japan Cup series. So look out for that. Way of the Grand Master has been the tagline that's been associated to this wrestler. It could be a returning young lion. It could be a new signing. It could be anybody really. So let's look forward to that. Semifinals tomorrow. I'll repeat it again. Free to watch on New Japan World. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Remember, comment, share, like, subscribe. As always, be good, take care of one another, and stay safe out there. This has been your good brother, J News. This has been J News Japan. Much love, y'all. Peace.